Stop that.
What?
You know what.
Trotson,
See? Right there! That face, and the hooves. You're excited!
I suppose so.
Exactly. Because I know that that body in there didn't kill itself. The hooves are cut vertical rather than horizontal. There's blood in the carpet and in the tub, but nowhere in between. And, most importantly, the amount of blood loss was not enough to make him black out. And let's not forget the disturbingly cleanliness of the rest of the house.
So you think he might have been bludgeoned to death?
I guess it's possible. What do you mean by that?
No reason. Good eye, Trotson, what would I do without you? It seems in my rush I did miss something. Although I was quite looking forward to listening to the symphony tonight. I suppose that'll have to wait for another occasion. Come, Trotson, this case has finally become interesting.
What? No, Sherlock, I was trying to convince you not to take the case! Why do I do this to myself?
And here I thought I was going to have a quiet evening.
I was contemplating the same thing, Bunsen. Now I just feel stupid.
Quit it, you two. Sherlock, I thought you weren't going to take the case.
I wasn't, but after giving it some thought, I was persuaded otherwise. I just need one more look around.
We're actually about to wrap up.
Won't take more than a moment.
Sherlock, we've already swept the crime scene. There's nothing else to find. You said so yourself.
Correct, but I never said anything about the rest of the house.
What are you looking for in the cabinets?
Aha! Trotson, what do you see on this cup?
Blue lipstick.
Actually, it's coral blue number 2 semigloss. Don't give me that look, I need to know these things.
So, what does it mean?
Lestrade, why did Mr. Pines commit suicide?
Well, he wrote that he couldn't face his wife and his peers if they were to find out about his multiple affairs.
Multiple affairs, yet only one kind of lipstick found. Even if he cleaned them afterwards, he wouldn't put a dirty one back in the cupboard.
He was about to commit suicide.
And leave the rest of the house spotless? No, it doesn't make sense. The neighbors found him. If a mistress was here on account of the cup, she would have reported it. Plus, look at this place. The drapes, the designer accessories, even the oven. The tile has been cut to fit a larger one in.
So what? He may have wanted to make things nice for his mistress.
Who buys a bigger oven for a house that they will live in for, at most, 2 days? Mr. Pine was a business pony. If it didn't come with the house, he would only buy cheap, because small purchases go unnoticed on the books. You should know that more than any of us, Bunsen.
You're just guessing now.
Not a guess when the cheap soap tells me otherwise.
Okay, so what does the lipstick and the drapes have to do with anything? If anything, it proves a mayor's been here.
Right, but from what I've observed earlier, Mr. Pine was a rich pony. He would have been in charge of the checkbook, so his wife should never have found out, at least if he was doing it right. None of the mistresses have come out against him or reported his death, so why would he have any fear of someone finding out then? Simple, really. The wife is a shopaholic.
What?!
Alright, now I'm starting to agree with Bunsen.
You really don't get it? Fine. Look at everything here. No one should have found out about him, yet everything here shows if someone had known, he would have been found out long before he had any chance to commit suicide. Look at the lipstick, the accessories.
What married stallion cares about the drapes?
Why are you so insistent on the drapes?
They all came from her. Most affairs are found out financially, and Mr. Pine held the checkbook. It was only a matter of time before he began to notice rather large withdrawals taken out for reasons which he didn't know. When he found out about the house, most likely in his name, he probably followed her here to confront her, and Mrs. Pine, not willing to part with her one source of income, kills him. She would be the only one involved who knows where the money goes in case of his death. She most likely hit him on the back of the neck when he was leaving, snapping his fragile spinal cord. With the blood loss from the cuts, the bruises wouldn't show up for a few days, and since it would have been considered a suicide, the coroner would have probably thought nothing of it.
Alright, How do you know it wasn't one of the stallions she was having an affair with? They probably had as much stake in this as she did.
2 against 1 is stupid. Unless he was ready to kill them, he probably waited outside for the stallion to leave before confronting her. No, she killed him, cleaned the house, and left him to be found either by herself or someone else later. When you notify the wife, check her occupation. No doubt she'll be an interior decorator.
Right. Get on that, Bunsen.
You honestly believe him?
Do I need to call your wife instead?
Sherlock?
Hmm?
How did you know to check the kitchen when we came back in?
It was obvious. While you were spouting about what I already knew outside, the drapes in the windows caught my eye. New, silk, most likely imported. It pointed to only one possible pony.
Who?
Whoever cares about the drapes.
Ah, the wife. Wait, do you ever listen to what I say?
Of course. Sometimes. A little bit. Maybe.